It's now time for Talkin' Boxing with Billy C. It began as a podcast, went live on the net, and transformed into a full-blown empire. Across the web, on Fight Now TV, and on radio stations around the world. It's the only daily boxing talk radio show on the planet, hosted by the only guy with the balls to do it. Many have stepped into the ring. Many have tried to take the belt. And one by one, they've fallen. Another victim of the undisputed heavyweight champion of boxing talk radio. Talkin' Boxing with Billy C is on now.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
And we're coming to you live from the Billy C Studios in Lake George, New York. I'm Bill Caligiero, and it's time for Talk About with Billy C. Good morning, good day, good evening. Whenever you listen, I hope you're doing all right. We got a busy show scheduled for you today. We'll give a shout out to all of our ESPN Radio and Fox Sports Radio listeners. Glad you guys could join us. Today's show, well, it's being brought to us in part by JKJ Boxing Promotions and their next boxing event, which is taking place February 27th in Syracuse, New York. Check it out. They're looking for the next world champions. JKJ Boxing Promotions does a great job. Get yourself some tickets right now by visiting www.jkjboxing.com. Make sure you tell them Billy C sent you and demand the Billy C discount. I'll have more for you on that show as the week progresses. Also, today's show is being brought to us in part by RainDaily.com. That's www.raindaily.com. Check it out. Find out what I'm talking about. www.raindaily.com. Today's show is also being brought to us in part by the Normandy Gym and my man Danny Hawk. If you're a professional fighter and you're looking to get out of town and train, totally focused for your next fight, well, check out the Normandy Gym down in Miami. It caters to big-time fighters like Sergey Kovalev, who just had a big win this past weekend, Lucien Boutte, just to name a couple. So make sure you check that out. If you want to get a hold of my man Danny, just drop me an email, billy@talkinboxing. That's TALKINBOXING.com. Today's show is also being brought to us in part by Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria Italiano Ristorante. If you're looking for the best pizza in the world and then some, check out Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria. See what I'm talking about. Visit them on the line, www.salsneighborhoodpizzeria.com, or give my man a call, 912-268-2328, 912-268-2328. And today's show is also being brought to you in part by my book, Tom Molyneux, From Bondage to Baddest Man on the Planet. It's available right now where all good books are sold. And I'm telling you, you can get a copy of it right now by visiting Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. It's a piece of American history. It's a piece of Black American history. And we're currently in Black History Month. So get yourself a copy and get somebody that you know a copy so that they can learn about Tom Molyneux. He's a piece of history that must not be forgotten. And this is not just for boxing fans either, man. It's a good read. Get yourself a copy right now, Amazon.com. Now, if you're looking to get a signed copy, no problem. Just visit our website, www.billycboxing.com, and click on the book club section, and I will be glad to get you a signed copy. Coming up on Wednesday, our blast from the past this week is Bert Cooper, smoking Bert Cooper. Alex and I will be talking about him. Dax Khan will be joining us here in about an hour. Get his thoughts on the big fights. I just want to say this before I get into the emails and stuff. There's been a lot of talking, and it's always a touchy subject, but let me tell you something. I'm so sick of hearing the race by people that shouldn't be using it. Sergey Kovalev is no racist, all right? Jean Pascal used that as a battle cry, as maybe a motivational tool. I don't know. But Sergey Kovalev is no racist. And here's why I say that. A racist, okay? A racist, a person who is prejudiced, who's a racist, would never, ever, in a million years, because remember, a racist thinks that whatever they are, if they're white, racism isn't just confined to white folk. A racist can be black, a racist could be yellow, a racist could be red, green, purple, whatever. So with that in mind, a racist, assuming that Sergey Kovalev, if somebody's just calling him a racist, how could a racist who thinks that he would be better than another human being, in this case, a black human being, how could a racist let a black trainer train him? To me, that's enough proof. If Sergey Kovalev had, all the black trainers handed him water and wiping sweat and kissing his ass, and then he had a white trainer or a Russian trainer training his main part, then maybe, and I'm not saying that would be a reason to call him a racist, but at least you'd have a leg to stand on. But right off the bat, in my opinion, if this man was a racist, how could he let John David Jackson train him? He's no racist. He just doesn't know how to communicate. Even when he was calling Adonis Stevenson Chickenson, he wasn't even making chicken noises. He was making duck noises. So the language barrier is more. But listen, in my opinion, Sergey Kovalev is no racist. And listen, people saying, "Oh, he's too mean. Oh, he's too vicious. He's a friggin' fighter." That's what fighters tries to be so politically correct that we're losing touch with what we're supposed to do. Listen, if he was an accountant and he was slapping his clients around, yeah, I'd say, yeah, Sergey, you know what, you're a little too mean for an accountant. But he's a fighter. What do you want him to do? Go in there and hug and kiss his opponent? The whole nature of the beast of being a professional fighter, boxer, is to render your opponent unconscious. That's the bottom line. Every fighter that gets in the ring wants to knock his opponent out, whether they say it or not. Now, in my opinion, Sergey Kovalev is just a damn good light heavyweight. He's no racist, and he beat the snot out of Jean Pascal this past weekend. And I, for one, got a kick out of him calling Adonis Stevenson Adonis Chickenson because it's so true. It's so true. Anyway,